just this one huge flower today. Come color along with me. Hi everyone, I'm Catherine, the artist behind Bigelow Fine Arts. I'm still working on this free downloadable from Joanna Basford's blog. I have the link below for you to go print that out if you haven't already. I'm using Prismacolor Premiere and I have the full list of colors on my blog on Patreon, so go grab that if you need it. I'm starting with the center and dark brown on this huge flower and working my way out. I put down a light layer in the middle with more pressure around the edge to give a shadow effect. I blend all that together with white to smooth out the color. For the next set of petals, I put in a light layer of canary yellow, but looking back on the flower, these could easily be done in pink to better match the rest of the flower and look like they are the small inner petals just unfurling. With a lot more pressure, I add in a darker section at the outer portion of the petal and make my way around to do all of the other petals. I use the Spanish orange just on that darker yellow section to darken it up even more, but I am just keeping it to the very outer edge of the petal. I am using a good amount of pressure here to really fill in the paper. I blend the petal with white, mostly keeping to the bottom, but sometimes going all the way to the top. I just didn't want to drag any of the orange down into the base of the petal, so I am really just keeping to the yellow parts of the petal as best I can. For the next layer of petals, I begin with Tuscan Red, adding in a dark shadow layer to the sections up against the inner petals, and I give a very light layer to the portion under the curl where a shadow would form. I come in with pink next, and I add in a light layer of where I want the pink to be. Then I blend into the Tuscan Red at the base to help fill the paper and to make for a smooth gradient. Finally, I come in with peach to blend with the pink. I'm using a firm pressure here to blend with the pink and the Tuscan Red under the curl. After I blend all of that together, I add in a light layer to the top of the curl. And with white, I blend in that peach so it isn't too dark. On to the next layer of petals, and I start again with the Tuscan Red. I am adding in quite a firm layer right up against the last row of petals. Then I add in a light layer just beyond that to blend with the next color. Before I move on to the next petal, I work on the junction between the heavy pressure and the light pressure to make sure they flow smoothly together and not just look like two distinct areas of color. I am noticing that all this pressure is creating nice smooth color and lovely transitions in color while also tiring my wrist much more quickly. I will not be doing long coloring sections with these colored pencils, that's for sure. Is this your first time on my channel? Welcome! I hope you are coloring along with me. Hit that subscribe button to continue following along with the color alongs. My next color is mulberry, and I am doing the exact same thing. I add in a line of heavy pressure right where I have the light pressure from the Tuscan red. Then I add in a zone of light pressure color and smooth out the junction between the two different areas of pressure to make it a smooth gradient. I am taking the mulberry right to the top of the petal with the light pressure. I blend out that light mulberry with more pink, coming in with quite a firm pressure to blend the colors and fill in the paper. Apparently the name of the game is to just smash that color together. I decided to make the last set into leaves, so I am coming in with grass green and adding in a dark layer at the base of the leaf and a little way up the vein. I then add in a layer of lighter pressure further up the leaf to blend in with the next color. The next color is true green, and I fill in the rest of the leaf. I then come in with more pressure and blend into the grass green. For the tips of the leaves, I blend that with white to keep them light. If I had used the true green, I would have lost much of the gradient I just built. So in this case, I used white. For the outer section of the leaf, since I don't have a yellow-green, I am coming in with canary yellow and using a medium pressure to fill in the area. Finally, I put in a layer of true green over top the yellow and blend that together into a yellowy green. I blend with white just to make sure I blend both colors together smoothly. I also go back to some of the other flowers I worked up in the first 2 lessons and blend in the colors a little better with some heavy pressure. This blends the colors better and fills in the paper even more, making them look a little smoother. Thanks for joining me on this beginner lesson today. Let me know below or on social media if you colored along. I'd love to know how you did. I want to thank you all so much for coming along and joining in with me on this coloring journey. I appreciate all my subscribers and look forward to more of you joining in and coloring along with me. Please like, share, and subscribe to help that happen. Until next time, happy coloring.